The longest lingering question in the Poppy Playtime franchise without a doubt is what does the prototype look like? The prototype, experiment 1006. We've known about them from the start, we've heard them, but we have no idea what they look like outside of some minute details. It looks like we're poised to finally have an answer when Poppy Playtime Chapter 5, Broken Things comes out later this month. I've already looked over 30 fan designs for what the prototype's design could look like, and honestly, I wanted more, so I found more. I found 30 more. So let's take a look. Oh my god, it's horrifying, which is fantastic in this context. There's something very Terminator about this one, in the head. It's very T-800. Wow, look at that. The art style is brilliant. I immediately want a graphic novel in whatever art style this is, completely. It has a gun, like War Machine from Marvel. Like, that's really cool. I don't think I've ever seen it, considered that the prototype might actually have a weapon on them, or some kind of propulsion weapon. They've really gone all out with the kind of bone design as well. Like, even if it is just wires, they've got like a full rib cage, they've got it all down the arms, they've got like, this is the most literal skull head I've ever seen on a prototype fan design. And they've got like a spine neck. I hope the prototype has a spine neck. That's really cool. This is quite a different take. I'm not entirely sure where the inspiration for the colours came from, but they look very Poppy Playtime, so I don't mind. I love it. The hand is drawn very well, and they even have the red and blue wires going through the arms and things like that. And, who's to say that they don't have big spider legs below this design like most of the other fan designs do. I also love that there's like a heart stitched into it. I think that's great. That's very distinctive. This is wonderful. I have an inherent respect for designs that are just drawn on paper like this. I think it's very heartwarming. I think it shows that someone had a design in mind that they just wanted to get out. And that's perfect. I wish more people did that. Well, it looks like more people have done that. I think, yeah, this is the broad consensus for what the prototype will look like. They have a very hulking robotic body. In this case, a very hulking body and like an arched back and a hunched over skull head. I like this one because they still integrate other characters into it as well, like Mummy Longlegs and Catnap. At first, it was an optical illusion as to how many legs there were when I was first looking at this. I think it's 6. I'd also like to it says 6 right there. I couldn't tell if I liked the art style that this was drawn in or not, and after looking at it for about 3 seconds, I decided, yes I do. And again, I want to see a graphic novel in this art style completely. I love this one not only because it looks a bit like a Pokemon, but because of how it makes use of its different characters. Not only like the broken skull head that almost looks like the Poppy mask, but also the Catnap in the back with the Poppy gas. Isn't that incredible? The arms, the thick legs as well. This could be game accurate. Please, I really hope the prototype does end up looking like this. Well, I don't know if this is actually meant to be the prototype or not. It was on Reddit. Someone posted it on the Poppy Playtime Reddit years ago, and it's still up there. I don't know if it was made early on when we didn't know anything about the prototype, but it looks very Jurassic Park. I'm a bit lost for words. Lost for words on this one. Oh my god, there's so much to look at. Okay, so, wow, probably the most overwhelming design I've seen so far. But it works. Okay, what I love about this one is that the legs, they look like equipment that you would find at Playtime Co. And that's something that I don't think a lot of people will, consider, is that, the legs, they look like yellow construction equipment, right? And warehousing equipment. So contextually, it works. I love the arms, obviously they're drawn very well, the head works, the body is very broad and it's very bulky, but they make the most use of it. The only thing I would say is that things like Catnap's legs sticking out like that, that's a bit too obtrusive, like your eyes are drawn to it a bit sooner than they should be. But other than that, like I love the use of Huggy's arm, I love the use of Mummy Longlegs' arms, I love how even Bonzo Bunny is there and Pugapillar's at the top. This is great, love it. Okay, don't adjust any settings because this is meant to be low quality. The reason why it's low quality and the same reason why there's a skull emoji on it is because at a time this was passing itself off as the official prototype design that leaked, and the low quality was meant to give it some kind of authenticity. Obviously, until we actually see the prototype, we can't confirm whether it was this or it is this. I think when Mob Entertainment finally do give us concept art about what they thought the prototype was going to look like, maybe something closely aligned with this will come out. But in terms of this design itself, I don't think it's accurate. I think it's someone pulling our leg, and I think there is potential for this to have been made with AI, and I don't really like to think about that. It has a very literal skull head. It's very incredibly slender. Like, it's the thinnest prototype design we've seen so far. I love this one. And before I even get to the design, look at those puddles. It's got like shading, and there are reflections in it. Thank you for watermarking it, by the way. Thank you very, very much. Saves me a bit of work. I love this. At first I thought, you know, I couldn't really work out if we were looking at the front or the back of it because of how it was drawn. Like, a lot of the other fan designs have had a very hunched back, and because this has kind of like an arch to it, I thought maybe on the other side there would be a head. But then, like, it seems like there's some kind of chamber that's containing someone in it. And I'm thinking, wow, that looks really cool. And also the art style, very, very impressive. Really, really, really something special. Yep, this is one of those clay YouTube thumbnails. And often these kind of designs, you know, they are trying to say, yeah, we're real. They're trying to pass themselves off as the actual design. And what I'm acknowledging by including this picture is how distinctive and different the design is. You know, time will tell whether or not this is the real design of the prototype or not. I am optimistic. However, I also think it isn't. The teeth look very real. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I do like how there is some kind of rib cage on it. One of the eyes is missing. The fingers are really long. Okay, so it looks like this is from some kind of mod, maybe. I hope it is, because it looks absolutely brilliant. And the modders in this community are just unbelievable. Could sing their praises every day of my life. This looks very similar to a design that I've seen before, which looks very Afton-esque. And yeah, I mean, this is so high quality. You know, what I want dearly, and this is a little morbid maybe, but I want there to be some kind of remains from a human on it. I want there to be like this, some kind of decrepit, broken body that's being kept alive by wires and machinery. Pretty much exactly this. I hope this is right. Okay. I've called this one the Godzilla design. I think it's because it was by someone called Godzilla on DeviantArt. It looks very similar to another design that I've seen. And honestly, this one doesn't even tell us anything about the design. I don't know why I included it, but it's just the jaw and the jagged teeth and the two red eyes. You know, could be right, could be real. Wow, 50 feet high. Okay, not including that. Also, thank you for watermarking. This is really cool. I love the art style, and again, like, this has a very Afton head, a very withered head design. You know, the arms are very good, and this one they have like quite a literal spider design. So yeah, but like the imagination, the broadness of that spectrum of the prototype could look like anything. You know, it brings things like this to life. Another one from the same artist. I love this. I just absolutely love it. 10 feet high. Howler. I love the, like, I don't know, almost look like eyes on the arm, and the one on the leg as well look great. The hand. I don't know, I love this take on it. I love this take on it. It's very good. Is this from a cartoon? Is this from like Ben 10 or something? It looks like it's from Ben 10. I don't really know what to think of it. It would work as the prototype from Poppy Playtime for sure. You know, a bit more defined and robotic than the other designs, but you know, don't want to knock it too hard. Yeah. Oh, never mind. I said the one at the start looked quite Terminator. This one just went all the way and included a T-800 head on it. This one looks like a snake. No. Oh, that's very cool. It's used assets from the actual game to try and make legs and stuff. Very long neck. I like this one. When I was like 8 or 9, I would do FNAF fan art. You know, because like the first few games, FNAF 1 to 4 were coming out, and I would make paint art just like this. I love it. I love this kind of thing. It's the fans like this that go on Paint or pick up a pen and pencil and draw their designs like this that I hope get redemption when the actual prototype design comes out. Oh my god, look at that! Wow. Oh, that's fantastic. Very broad, very long, very tall. Oh, I love this one. What can I even say? I mean, it speaks for itself. You know, the head is plugged into something. There's like a rib cage, the robotic arms. Brilliant. Wow. Talent. Sheer, genuine talent, and nothing but talent. This one just recently got to like the top of Google Images. Again, like the cape / trench coat or whatever Dracula thing they have going on over here. It's very Paper Mario. Very Super Paper Mario, very Count Black. I love the fact that there's a Poppy involved. Something that I don't think a lot of people have considered in the context of the prototype. I like the hand, you know, brilliant. Good stuff. Ooh, it looks a lot like the Catnap Shrine from Poppy Playtime Chapter 3. Very nice. This seems like an alternate universe one. Yeah, no, it says in the description, in this AU. Wow, I like it. And again, it's because of the integration of other characters, the fact that there's some kind of remnants of a person, the robotic / bone looking material, the legs. Wow, this is really impressive. I like this one. Ha! Barry is the cart from Chapter 2, isn't it? I like it. Wow, I love the multiple heads and the catnap pendant and the arms. I like the Mummy Longlegs arm is holding another arm. That's a very interesting and unique idea. Wow. This image is quite blurred, but from what I can make out, it seems like some kind of catnap-esque design with a big head and a big, I don't know, thing going on. I think it maybe looks like a poppy. Okay, very cool. I like the art style. You're going places. Whoever drew this is going places. This is my favourite. This design right here is my favourite. It's so different. It's like, wow. The colours are so Poppy Playtime. It has like a jester aesthetic and it runs with it. There's Poppy inclusion. The arms work. This is brilliant. I mean, wow. You know, the head is very puppet. You know, and the teeth and everything. You know, when I first saw this, I was like, I could not believe it. I don't know why. I really, really like this one because it could so easily be real. You know, I mean, I guess they all could be, but this is just brilliant. Ooh, nightmarish. Oh, wow. The way the shot has been taken helps it endlessly. But like, oh my god, all the broken heads and the eyes and like the literal lungs. Was that a heart? And like the broken legs and everything and like the fingers. Wow. Really great stuff. Oh, you always got to have a humanoid design. Always got to have a humanoid design. I like this one. I don't know what's going on with all of the watermarks down here. And I guess, is this some kind of artist signature maybe? I like this one. I like it. You know, it isn't at all likely that the prototype will be humanoid. I think that too much has been established at this point for them to have a human design. But that's exactly like it says my own design. I'm not knocking this because I love this. I think if there ever is an alternate universe Poppy fan game that gets very, very popular, the prototype will be humanoid. And I love this for what it is. I love whatever kind of thing is like where its heart is, that is some kind of generator or an arc reactor or something. Very good. The eyes, yeah, no, and the arm is the word. I forgot the word for arm. Love it. Great. Really brilliant. And that's it. Hopefully, it won't be too long until we find out more about the prototype. Like I mentioned at the start, Poppy Playtime Chapter 5, it's coming. It's coming, and it's coming this month, you know. So, you know, enjoy if you're going to play or if you're going to watch Poppy Playtime 5. Absolutely, totally, really enjoy it. I will be playing it. I have wishlisted it on Steam. I'm going to be playing it. I'm going to be buying it. So, yeah, brilliant. I've got very, very high expectations. A lot of people have a lot of high expectations. So, yeah. This has been Kirbyster Plays. Bye-bye.